Hey, it's Marc Wiggins with Exit Real Estate Gallery. I live here in Jacksonville. I am here with my good friend Greg Harris with Hamilton Home Loans. And Greg is going to talk to us about some programs that he actually has available. Now, we are in a seller's market, which means that it's very competitive out there for the buyers, especially those buyers who are very earnest in what they want to do as far as living in a house. So we have competitors such as investors or just people with a lot of cash that they can put down on a house, and it makes it almost nearly seemingly impossible to get into a house. So Greg is actually going to go over with us a way to actually win a home. This is actually a very good strategy that he told me about yesterday actually, and I wanted to come immediately and get him on record and saying how he's going to guarantee, no, I'm just kidding, how he's going to, make things work, work out for you as a buyer. So Greg, tell me about this program that you told me about.
Well, there's a guarantee. I'll tell you about it in just a minute. So what I'm hearing about every day is realtors' frustrations with how they've got buyers, but there's no homes for sale.
Right.
And when a home comes on the market, immediately there's like 5 offers.
Gone, right.
And they're all, $5, $10, $15, $20,000 over list price. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And realtors are getting creative as far as how they're making different offers. Like I had one deal where the buyer agreed to pay $5,000 over whatever the house appraised for.
Right.
So it was a $200,000 purchase. If they paid for $300,000, they would pay $305 for.
Okay.
And that's how they got the contracts. It's crazy things are happening right now.
Very crazy.
And so for a lot of agents out there, there's big time frustration, and I understand. And so one of the things we try to do at Hamilton is we try to help agents help their buyers. And there are several things we can do that will help relieve contingencies or remove contingencies from offers that are made.
Okay.
Okay, so of course the cash deal is the best deal out there, and we don't do those, of course. But there's some things that we can do that will help you. One thing is I can actually have a loan approved prior to your buyer finding a home.
Oh, wow.
That's not a pre-qualification, that's not a pre-approval, it's a formal underwritten approval. And the only contingencies on that approval are, one is the appraisal,
Okay.
2 is the title search being clean, and 3 is just having underwriting review the homeowner's insurance policy that the buyer chooses to use.
So let me just ask you, does this mean that they have to provide full documentation?
Yeah. Yes.
Ahead of time?
Yes.
So everyone has to be prepared to put in their documentation should you choose to work with Greg here.
So typically what happens is when the loan is pre-approved, I ask for documentation, but I review it, not the underwriting. It doesn't go through the underwriting process. What I'm talking about is a fully approved underwritten loan.
Okay.
So when you're competing with other buyers with their lenders who have provided them pre-approvals, and you go in with a loan commitment letter, you have an advantage over the other offers.
Wow.
So
what have you seen as far as the result of this? Have you seen actual wins?
Yeah, I have.
With this program? Okay.
3 or 4 times. I've got one that because with this loan commitment letter, I've got one right now closing in about 2 weeks. I provided a loan commitment letter, and that's what won the deal.
So buyers do need to be ready. And what, for first-time home buyers, what are some of the things that you would need to see to get their loan approved ahead of time?
It's the typical list: 2 years W-2s, 1 month's paycheck stubs, 2 months worth of bank statements to cover their driver's license. If they are in sales or commission or bonus, or if they're self-employed, I need 2 years tax returns. That's the general list of things we need. And I'll ask for those things when they apply.
Okay.
So with that, I can get the loan approved. And what happens is that loan goes to underwriting. Underwriting approves it in a couple of days with typically 1 or 2 more items needed. We'll call the client and say, congratulations, your loan's approved. We would still need, your left toe and your blood type.
Right.
Routine things.
Right.
All right. Once we get those things back, it's resubmitted to underwriting. 2 days later, we have a loan formally approved with just the contingency of the appraisal, title, and homeowner's insurance.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Pretty good.
So in a typical world, after the contract is accepted, then they have about 5 days to fill out that application
Right.
and get things done. But you're saying it's all going to be done.
In this
prior
case, it's
to-
already done.
Wow.
And the seller needs to know that, and that's the advantage.
Oh wow, that's going to make a very strong offer for a lot of people who are looking.
There's one more thing I want to mention about that, right? Actually, there's a few more things. Number one is what we'll do is we'll get that loan done and approved prior to them finding a home. And when they find the home they want to make the offer on, give me the address, let me run it back through our automated system, and in certain cases we'll get a loan approved where the requirement for the appraisal is waived. So that's a big condition right there that's waived.
So
Especially in this market.
no appraisal fee?
Yeah.
Wow.
No appraisal fee, no appraisal.
Wow. Okay.
So, in the situation I mentioned just a minute ago where they agree to pay $5,000 over appraised value, that's not an issue because
Wow.
there's no appraisal required. And that's a big contingency that we can lift from, or that you can lift from your offer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me, after the process starts, they find a home and their application, everything's approved.
Mm-hmm.
How fast do you think it could actually close?
All right. So with an approved loan, with the appraisal waiver, I can guarantee a 15 business day close. I can guarantee that to everyone, the buyer, the seller, both agents. That's a guarantee, and I can put it in writing.
Right.
Because all that has to happen is the appraisal and the title, and it's done. So.
So when we fill out our purchase and sale agreements, we put that 15 business day after the signing of the contract.
Yeah, right.
Right.
In today's market, it's all about making the offer attractive to the seller,
Absolutely.
and of course that always helps.
Wow.
And one more thing that I'll mention is that in most cases, I know if I'm the seller and I get an offer ready to close in 15 days, I'm not ready to move that fast.
Right.
So along with that, if the buyer is open to making this offer more and more attractive to the seller, what we can also do is we can offer the seller a 60-day lease back, rent back, to where they can have up to 60 more days to move out. Gives them more time to make plans and do what they've got to do to get out of the house.
Wow.
So
That just sounds like it's like a win-win for everyone.
well, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So
So
it's not cash, but it's close.
Greg, you've been in the business for what, over 30 years?
Yeah, a long time, yeah.
All right, so that's over half my life right there. So long time. So Greg, if it can't be done, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna cut that part out.
If it can be done, I can do it. How's
Yeah,
that?
if it can be done, Greg could do it. Long time in the business. We've become very good friends over the course of, I don't know how many deals we did together. And
Lost count.
yeah, me too. But he's been a big resource for me, even if it was dumb questions in the middle of the night. He picks up his phone. That's what I love about him. And we go forward from there.
It's kind of like, what do you want, Mark? Man, I'm sleeping.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. But then after that, he gets me back and he tells me a story that he already told me. So that's great. But if you want more information, he's going to give you his phone number because I don't have it memorized. I got speed dial. He's on my favorites list. So call him.
My number is 904-347-6480. And my email address is greg.harris@hamiltonhomeloans.com. Call me. I can help you.
Now, I can make an introduction to you personally to Greg whenever you need. Just give me a call. I'll be your realtor. My name is Marc Wiggins with Exit Real Estate Gallery, 201-926-9027. I live here is because here is where we all live. So let's make it a great life. Thanks for watching. See you next time.